Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us this week on Water Cooler Wednesday. This live stream brought to you by Opus Management Consulting Group. Make sure you visit our website at www.opusmanagement.us. While you're at it, if you find value in today's stream, we appreciate you following us on social media: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, or LinkedIn, or simply tell a friend about our live stream. This live stream is about the topics that are trending in business apps, ERP systems, social media, and marketing, all pertaining to the Opus management divisions of Opus Apps, X Apps, and Digital Workplace Designs. Each week, we deliver the best topics and business expertise of the industry. Now, I'm your host for today. My name is Jeff Bodker, Client Account Consultant for Opus Management. How's everybody doing today? It's a nice, brisk 74 degrees here in California. If you're living in the year 2022, if you're living in the year 2022, chances are you have a mobile phone near you as I speak. So you may even had an alarm set on your smartphone, which got you up, or you may have received a notification from Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, waking you up this morning. So many of us live on our phone these days, right? How has technology changed since you were a kid? First thing that comes to mind for me is a VCR. I remember when our family got a VCR, and it was a big deal. It was a Toshiba, and we brought it home from Fedco. I don't even think that company's around anymore, and placed it on this huge piece of furniture we had called the TV. And when we plugged in the VCR, everybody was excited because you could not only watch tapes, you could rent tapes, but you could also record shows. My mom had a few shows that she liked to watch during the day, but she also wanted to do other things during the day. So we were able to record her shows. And of course, one of my brothers got in trouble for recording over her Murder, She Wrote at one point in time. But looking back, it seems such a waste of time to sit there and hit record and program your TV and all that kind of stuff. And then I think somewhere in the early 2000s, it was maybe TVO or something like that came out where we could record shows, but it was more modern. You didn't have to have a actual tape. It was done digitally. So that was really cool. So, moving forward, I remember in seventh grade, my science teacher used to play these huge, they were called laser discs. So picture a CD, and they were probably about this big. She put a laser disc in, and we'd watch some science show for like an hour, and then it would beep, and she'd go up and she'd have to turn this huge laser disc over and watch the second half of the show. So anyway, we've come a long way since then, obviously. And then we, with the progression of the DVD player, then everything going to live stream. So we have Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, Disney Plus, all of those different ones to choose from based on what subscription does best. A lot of people don't even have cable anymore. So they have a cable set up, but they just stream everything. And then, back in the day, you had to wait a week to find out what happened on your favorite show, right? And that's no more. You can just, turn on your favorite show, whatever it is, and you can watch your show and binge watch it if you wanted to the same day. And then, some of the shows drop maybe once a month. I know I'm waiting for Stranger Things to come back on Netflix. That's one of my favorite ones. But technology is integrated into our vehicles as well. So I happen to have Apple Play on my car. I can literally just get in my car and say, "Hey Siri, take me to the gym," or "Hey Siri, take me to Trader Joe's," or wherever I want to go, and it will route me the fastest way to go with the traffic. So pretty cool there. We can also listen to Spotify, all of those things, with technology being there. The fact that I'm even able to interact with you right now with my camera on top of my computer is probably mind-blowing to somebody that was watching the Jetsons back in the day cartoon, where they had, I think his name was Mr. Spacely, the boss on the monitor, and that seems so far-fetched and so far into the future, and here we are living it here in 2022. Something funny, one of my first jobs was, speaking of videotapes, I worked at a video store. So Fridays and Saturdays were a big deal for new releases. People would literally come to the store early and wait in line at the door, much like they would at a restaurant these days to go to brunch or something like that. But they would wait just to get that new release. And they would also meet at the store and walk around and look at the back of the videotape for 30 minutes to an hour, just kind of picking out what they wanted to watch. But it was also a cultural thing, right? People would go there and they would talk to their friends, and you would um, if you had a group of friends that night, you would get them and buy your favorite candy or whatever at the video store and go home. I remember working there. One of the things we had to do was fine people for not rewinding their tapes. So of course I had those special people that I never find them because I really like them. So many times you would see friends, out and about at these things. But the funniest part was we had a drop outside, and people, much like a drive-through, and people would like wait for people to return their tapes just so they could see what tape it was in the event that they would go and get it themselves. So it's pretty funny. But looking back, people probably can't comprehend that they were born, after year 2000. So though most of us still shop at a brick and mortar store, we also have this handy thing on our phone called an app, and maybe it's familiar to you, called Amazon. I in fact just got something today from Amazon. The doorbell rang. Speaking of that technology, I get a notification on my iWatch for my Nest doorbell, and it shows a delivery man from Amazon out front, and I can go down and get that really fast. So, most of us can literally place an order at any time. It can be delivered directly to our door. And so, yes, technology has changed the way people live. Texting on the go to stay in contact, sharing pictures via social media. We can text a friend a picture that's in Europe. They get it right away. It's mind-boggling what we can do these days. And we can also, with our cell phones, we can do just about anything. We can surf the web. We can get directions. The list goes on and on. Online banking. I remember when online banking came out, that was huge. And then it's all kind of gone onto our cell phone, where we can just take a picture of a check and it deposits right away. So most things we can do, and technology has certainly enhanced that. We had to integrate technology a little bit quicker than we probably thought we had to, due to the pandemic. So some of us that were working, long hours at the office and commuting and all that stuff, we now can do that all from home thanks to technology. And another thing, it probably would have taken 10 or 15 years to get to where we are now, but we did it in the matter of 2, just because we were all forced to due to the pandemic. So the ability to work from home has definitely changed the way our culture and our overall society interacts. And I for one do not miss a commute. I don't miss getting in my car and staying on the freeway and all that kind of stuff. So it's been nice in that respect. Technology helps news travel faster. It travels even faster today, as we make advances and see technology go into different new ways that we never thought about would happen. As far as, cars are one thing, but also, robots and things like that are coming out to help people, especially in the elderly. Kind of a weird segue, but shout out to my dad, who turned 90 years old today. And he certainly has seen advances in technology since 1932. I mentioned the VCR, but he also, with microwaves and just the car and technology with phones and cell phones and all that kind of stuff, really watched that all change. And last year, I think he told me he would love a Tesla. So I said, Dad, go for it if you want a Tesla. But if you wait a couple of years, I'm sure they'll be self-driving and pick you up. He's not quite ready for that yet. So we'll see what it has in store. But overall, technology, culture, and the way we interact is all changing. And, I think overall it's enhancing our lives. It sure has enhanced mine. And I'm excited to be able to work from home and to bring you this news today just from the comfort of my own living room, or office. I hope that you guys got something out of today, and join us next week. We look forward to talking to you. Next week's topic is cyber safety. So look forward to talking.